You know, you see the smile on my face today. See, fam, here's what I'm feeling right now. We have become hardened because of the fact we've been going through this for 9 games in a row. We've been teased, and I tell you what, we're playing the Dolphins next week. And I got news for you, fam. We have to travel to Miami. It's going to be a nice sunny day and palm trees, girls running around in bikinis, all that good stuff, but we are not most likely going to win that game. And why? Because at this point now, we are not programmed exactly to win a ball game. Now, we can get close, and we can do a lot of great things. Last week, we did some nice things. Even this week, we did some nice things. We're seeing gradual build-up toward a decent football team. You can't beat a team when you're doing that. Cleveland's we're not playing Cleveland this year. And I'm kind of grateful we're not playing Cleveland this year. Well, you know what? Because here's the thing: we're beating teams that we could say, well, it's the Patriots. It was the Cardinals. It was this. It was teams that have reputations. We don't have to go through any embarrassment. So we can be blessed for having such a hard schedule, because we can look back and say, well, look how we was playing. Look at our schedule. We got that for an excuse. So I ain't mad. So let's go ahead and talk about this. Although I do. There's some defensive moves, some players I want. We are not picking up Deshaun, and I'm understanding the argument. It makes sense to me. So let's go ahead and see. I got Trez. Trez, you see Trez on the bottom there. Trez.
What's going on, Ronbo?
I understand you're on your way to the supermarket to buy a special product for an anxiety and pain that we have to remedy. What was that product you were telling me about?
That product is called Be Gone. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Now, why you spray the right number and say Be Gone. and that's it. Antoine Bethea, 41, Be Gone. You know what I'm saying? Eli Harrell today, Be Gone. We're going to spray the whole entire team, the ones that don't fit the mold of being a 49 anymore. They're just not producing on this football field for us.
Be gone. On the can, who's picture? Who's gonna be the poster child for this can? You know what? And I really think about that for a minute. If we're gonna be gone, how many other players on that roster we be gone with? I'm trying to think. Keith Misha came real close today. Look,
Torrey Smith. A lot of people might not say it, but hey, Torrey Smith gonna be the poster boy for me. Be gone.
I'm gonna agree with you about Torrey Smith. Torrey's not meant for this. He's not a bad ball player, but he's not meant for this roster. See, that's the problem there. No. We already got rid of Mikey Davis. And like you were mentioning earlier, what was you telling me about the trade you want to work out with Seattle?
Yeah. Mike Davis. We need to send Mike Davis on over to Seattle right now. Seattle is in need of a running back come first thing Monday morning. And he's at the top of that chain. So we don't need them initiate going out, looking in the free agency pool, or looking at other teams' roster. We need to contact them immediately and say, hey, we got your running back front and center right here. You've been shopping with us, so let's go and keep the good faith going here between one another. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep shopping with one another.
I like that term. Use the term shopping, because they do each and every year. Yeah. Trez, we all said a lot of folks are ready. Trez, you can hold on. I'll be back to you. Tony, come on in, Tony. Tony, your mic, I'm not picking you up. Tony?
What's up?
Yeah, Tony? Yeah, Tony, I can't hear you, though. Can you? What?
Can you hear me now?
Oh, yeah, that's a little better. Okay. Tony, how did you feel about yet number 9?
Yeah,
there you go. That's great. That's great. Yeah. Number 9, Tony, how you feeling about number 9?
I mean, I don't know what people were really expecting. I think the fact that we kept them at 30 is an accomplishment, to be honest. I mean, with the way the team has played, I think something tells me. I could be wrong though, but something tells me next year. I mean, I'm on the fence about keeping O'Neal, as if they keep a better streak of the run defense, getting it, pulling it together. I think maybe we should look at keeping O'Neal. If we can't get anybody better, I think you should always test the waters. But yeah, I don't know what people really if people were expecting us to win or be more competitive, the fact that Chip Kelly can even get this team to get 2 touchdowns and maybe a couple field goals during a game like this is an accomplishment. Because I've seen ruminations.
Predictable.
That's I'm sure. Go ahead.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I believe that. I have seen a couple people say it's too basic. It's too simple. Like I've seen former Eagles fans tell me he runs like the same route concepts, like shallow cross, just this Y pattern that the Saints run a lot, and I'm not sure that it is predictable. I mean, I could be wrong. I'm not an X's and O's guy as much as some other people are, but I think we can win with Chip. I mean, I think the defense let us down this year because we could have beat the Cardinals twice. We could have beat the Cowboys as well.
Mm-hmm.
So
and Tampa Bay.
The defense let us, and Tampa Bay. I think the defense has let us down this year. There were some games that were there. I believe.
Tony, let me ask you a question. Now I didn't realize this. This is why I'm asking you this question. Did you know that Blunt ran well over 100 yards today? Did you realize that?
I think he probably got over 100 in garbage time. That's what I'm feeling.
Yeah, so, maybe. Okay.
I don't
know.
I was kind of surprised. I didn't know. I just now looked at the stats. LeGarrette had 124 yards. I didn't even realize he had piled up that many.
Well, if you look at that big run, it's Ballore that got washed inside. It was a cross blitz that O'Neal called, and this is where O'Neal. I don't know what he has a fascination with run blitzes. He likes them, and if you look, Ballore gets washed inside, and the hole is a crater. It's a crater, and Blunt gets a full head of steam, and you're not stopping that, especially when you're crowding the line of scrimmage to stop the run in the first place. So I mean, I think I don't know. See, I still think it's a different season if Ian Williams is in there. That's just my opinion.
Well, it is. Yeah. But you know what? Here's the thing. What you just pointed out, this is why we're stuck between a rock and a hard place. I don't want to see another defensive coordinator for these guys to have to learn all the concepts and language all over again either. But that foolish play that you just called, this is what I'm talking about with O'Neal. I don't know where his mind is. We're not defensive coordinators, and yet we have the ability to analyze that as being a very foolish move, and he does it every goddamn week. This is why I worry if he's going to come back next week or next year. Are we going to see improvements? Is this a personnel issue? Are players not sliding off the block properly? If it fails this week and you run it again next week and all week long you don't make a correction in that play, what is the problem? See, that's my issue.
That's for Chip to figure out. I think Chip, Baalke, all of them. I think they're going to know what's going on, but I don't really trust them to make the good decision at this point, and that's because they haven't in the past. So, I
know it. Let me, Tony. Let me. I want to go to 514 here. You hold on there. 510 is in Montreal, Canada. 514.
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah, hello, 514 in Montreal, Canada. What's your name?
It's David Casimir.
Oh, David. Hey, Dave.
Yeah. What's up, Ronbo?
Yeah, man, just sitting back here going through the routine. It's become routine for us to get our ass kicked. It's just, it doesn't even hurt anymore. I've become numb.
The worst part is I was betting on us beating Miami as the second win.
Oh, in the first place? In the first place, that's what you thought, Miami? Yeah.
I thought we were going to beat Miami, but apparently they're a 5-game winning streak now, so I'm sure we're not either going to be able to stop them when we go to Miami.
Ain't no hope there either, yeah. I've
been, Ronbo, I've been watching your show, I've been listening to you, and I'll tell you the truth. By now, at this point, the organization doesn't really care about this season.
Yeah.
So it's pretty much let it ride out. Just put the rookie in. I forgot his name, Drexket or something. Just put him in.
No, wait. Are you talking about the quarter? You talking about that young quarterback we had at the beginning of the season?
Yeah. Don't forget about
No. He's gone.
the other third one.
Yeah.
He's gone too?
Yeah, Cincinnati picked him up.
Oh.
Yeah, he was in the first cut.
Cincinnati picked him up.
Cincinnati picked him up. He's over there getting ready to do things for them. And you know what? That kid was huge, strong. He was tailor-made if they could have took some time to just work with him.
He did all
right.
right.
He had a nice arm, too.
The whole time.
Yeah, no, he's gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cincinnati.
I'm telling you, by next year, Chip Kelly needs to be gone. And Trent Baalke, I got something for him. I think we should start an all-silent protest. No more cheering until Trent Baalke is gone.
Well, you know what?
Here's
the thing. Let me ask your opinion on this.
Send you at the cap space.
Let me ask you this question, though.
That's not going to happen.
Hold on a second. Let me just ask this question. Do you think that Chip's going to get away with going 1-15? Him and Baalke.
No.
I mean, are they going to be?
No. Well, Chip is going to be gone by the end of the year, regardless. Chip is going to be gone. Chip is going to be here for 2 more years. You can't go 1-15 and then keep the coach. Actually, you can't. I don't see anybody.
Okay. Emilio, hold on. I'm coming right to you next. Listen, here's the thing. I'm thinking though, Dave. Hugh Jackson is liable to go 0-16, and I don't think the Browns are going to move from him. There's a little built-in excuses. Chip has several excuses as well, so I'm thinking maybe they'll both be with us next year. Hugh will be in Cleveland, and Chip will be in San Francisco, and mainly because most of this is Trent Baalke's fault. So I'm wondering, do you fire Trent like they should, and you keep Chip and Tom Campbell?
But, you keep Tom Campbell. Keep Tom Campbell. The thing that to Chip Kelly, in my opinion, that offense needs to go. Why
not go after like Jay Gruden or something for the general manager?
Yeah, guys. Please hold up. I'll come to you in just a second. Let Dave finish. We're right there. Yeah, go ahead.
All year long, and I knew that today we weren't going to win the game. But this is what I've seen. I've seen my defense bumping into each other. I see my defense worn out. Like every week, somebody is like broken down, and they need like more juice or water or something.
Yeah.
This is a professional game, and they are playing like they are on 5% battery. The offense is not moving anywhere. They start off great. They look good. But when it's time to get it done, they don't get it done. And it looks like they settle for 3 and out every time we need a first down.
Yeah.
And why are we running 2 times? First down, second down, we're running. Why? Why are we passing it, trying to get downfield sometimes? We're waiting till it's 3rd and 8, 3rd and 11 to pass it.
It's part of that routine.
Wait for a run on 3rd and 10. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That offense is not for that team. We need a fullback. We need a quarterback, a pocket passer quarterback, and we need a defense that actually wants to defend.
Yeah.
Because this defense looks like they're getting paid. And I want a defense that wants to get.
Remember, the defense has a lot of key playmakers out. Those that's an issue with them, and that's going to be their excuse. And this is why O'Neill's going to stay, and why Kelly's going to stay. I have a very strong feeling on that.
I'm okay with O'Neill staying.
Yeah.
I'm okay with O'Neill's thing.
Right, okay.
I think the defense on the field, the guys on the field need to step up. O'Neill's doing his job. Cleveland always had a decent defense.
Yeah.
So I was okay with O'Neill coming in. I just think we don't have the players right now.
But
they're all going down in the second half.
They've got to pick up a couple of playmakers. So don't. If Trent sits back on his hands and just lets that team heal up, and there's more wrong with that team than just needing to get well. I mean, if Al Bowman can come back next year, we don't know what kind of condition he's going to be in when he gets back next year. I don't even know if he can get over that within time before camp starts next year. Ray Armstrong should be okay, and beyond that, though, they need another linebacker. That's all there is to it. Dave, can I get you to hold on a second? Let me go to 909. Area code's 9.
I gotta go, man. I gotta go study. You guys take care. Okay, there's 9 of fans. Take care.
All right.
See you guys next Sunday.
All right. Is that David? Yeah, okay. All right, Dave. Thanks for calling, man.
Yeah, that's me.
All right.
See you guys later.
All right,
Bye.
David. All right. Okay, so we go to 909. Area code's 909. It says Upland.
909. That's me. It's Jake.
Yeah, Jake. All right, Jake. Well, Jake, now how did you handle this game? I mean, are you okay now? Do you have a headache? Were you expecting a win? Did you know they were going to lose? What's going on with you?
A little bit of everything. A little bit of everything. Because in the beginning we put up a fight, then in the end we just gave the game away to them.
That's exactly what happened too. Well, that's exactly what happened. Just gave it up.
Mm-hmm.
It's like everybody knew we were going to give it up in the second half, and we followed that script. Give it up, Niners. Give it up.
Mm-hmm. The coverage started getting more sloppier. The line stopped blocking. It was just sloppy at the end.
Yep. So where would you start to fix it? I mean, everybody's going to go for Trent and ask Jed to sell the team. But I mean, realistically, what would be the first thing to do to try to make it look smoother, even between now and the end of the season?
Fire Trent.
I said Trent. Trent is like a president now. Whatever's wrong, you fire the
I know what you can do to fix it.
Is that
What
Jake?
happened?
Yeah, go ahead, Jake.
Yeah, fire Trent. He's too conservative. We're about to have a lot of cap space going into his next offseason. I doubt that he'll be productive with it.
Yeah, this is the thing that everyone worries about, because by the last 3 years, Trent has not done anything with free agency. Trent's so bold as to sit back and not do a damn thing. Now, from what
That's why we need to get Go ahead.
I was just saying, Trent's going to tell you though, if anybody asks if Trent's willing to answer, he has asked probably a lot of people. They told him, "No, is this Trent Baalke?" "Oh no, hell no, thanks, Trent. Never mind." And he hangs up the phone. Because nobody wants to come and play for San Francisco. That's the biggest problem right there. I have a feeling.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Nobody does. Not even with his head coach. You heard what Sean Smith said?
What? Hey, I know. Yeah. What? Repeat what he said again, though.
He said that he'd be on the field too much because there's less rotations, and he would just be wearing himself out. He'd be too tired.
Yeah. See.
He would just be on the field the whole game.
Okay, but I don't like Sean's attitude, so I'm glad he's not playing. You know what, though? Any player with that attitude, though, I don't want him playing for the 49ers, irregardless as to whether we're playing that offense or not. If the money you're getting paid, if you're concerned about being overworked, you're not. Sean Smith is getting overworked with Oakland right now and getting ate up. So I'm kind of glad we didn't sign him. But yeah, but there's other players. Yeah. There's the other good players that are indeed not wanting to play for reasons they don't want to deal with the front office management, though. Because everybody knows that Trent and Jed are a bad combination.
Mm-hmm. And there's some good prospects out on the market in this next offseason. We need to go after them, but I doubt that Trent will go after them.
Yeah, because Alshon Jeffrey, what are the odds of Alshon Jeffrey? Yeah, I'd love to play for the 49ers. In fact, y'all don't even have to pay me.
He wants to go to a Super Bowl contending team.
No. Alshon's he's not a teenager anymore. And yeah, you're right. He doesn't have time for the 49ers. I'm trying to think.
The ring. He doesn't. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, I'm trying to think of any wide receiver who's going to be available. Because, I understand that we were going to attempt for Julio Jones last year. But I'm trying to think of any wide receiver. And we need also an all-pro nose tackle. Somebody pointed out something that's very, very smart last week. What do we look like going out and drafting a nose tackle? And see, that means, we don't, there's no need in drafting a nose tackle because the thing is, he may be good and he may not. We need a nose tackle that is good. Now, he needs to be about 25 years old.
I think like there's Gary Poe.
Gary Poe? Draft pick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Draft pick. All right.
No.
Florida one.
No, is Gary Poe available next year?
Dante Poe, yes, he is.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. I heard about Dante. Where's Dante playing? Who's he playing for now?
Chiefs.
Who? Chiefs.
He's playing for the Chiefs.
Oh, that's
Kansas
right.
City.
That's right. What year is he in?
What year is he in? I want to say 4th. Yeah,
that's ideal. The Chiefs might not want to sign him, but he may be a restricted free agent. He probably is a restricted free agent.
Yeah.
Chances of getting him, Chiefs can match monies. And they won't, unless they're stupid. They won't. They don't want to separate that defense like that. So, anybody else though? See, because
you got Alan Branch on the Patriots. He's in his 7th year.
Yeah. And we're not gonna get what's his name from the Jets. That's out. So
no.
Yeah. So I don't know. That's going to be a tough one, but because I don't know that I can't. Ian Williams is not coming back to the 49ers from what I understand, and I don't know how long Glenn Dorsey can last. We're lucky Dorsey's playing now, so you know.
Yeah.
I tell you what. Let me get back to you. I think I got Emilio holding on here too. Emilio.
Yeah.
Yo, Emilio, what's up, man?
Nothing.
Yeah, that's about right too.
I was listening. Yeah, two players we should get: Alshon Jeffrey and Tony Romo.
Tony Romo?
Yeah.
Oh God.
I'm being dead. It's better than what we got now.
I know, but
And honestly, it would have worked.
the thing
It
is,
would have worked. Like I said, get it.
I know, but Tony has no mobility, and Chip's offense is supposedly.
See, hold on. Hear me out. See, it would actually work. You can actually have Tony Romo on the team for 2 years. Because this year there's really no quarterbacks out there in the draft.
Yeah.
You better off getting Romo for 1 year, and then you draft the quarterback next year, and then it would hold on for Romo for 2 years, and then the following, the third year, the quarterback would be ready. And then you got Alshon Jeffrey. It would work for Romo. He would have the number one receiver.
You know, it's one of those things where if one comes, maybe the other. You might have a good point there.
Like I said, get Romo first. It would be perfect. It would actually be perfect. I was thinking about it. I'm like, well, Romo ain't going to want to sit on the bench. Romo's going to want to start somewhere. What would be the best place? It would either be the Browns or the 49ers. You'd be better off going to the 49ers instead of going to the Browns.
There's some speculation he might be in.
He ain't going to play nowhere else.
Well, they said some speculation he might go. Elway may get him over in Denver. But, you know, it's a little early to.
Well, yeah, but.
Yeah, I don't know. You know, that's a really.
To me, it'd be a better idea. It'd be a good idea for us to get him. It would help us out a lot.
I just wonder.
It would help us out a whole lot.
I just wonder, can you keep him upright? I don't know, because Romo hasn't played a full season since what? 2012. When's the last time Romo played a whole season?
Well, it's been a while, but like I said, it's just an upgrade from what we have now. That's what I'm looking at.
As long
it ain't because if he can stay upright or not.
Well, the thing is,
it's going to be an upgrade from Gabbert. What
are you going to do? What are you going to do though?
Better than all three of the quarterbacks. He's better than all the three quarterbacks we have right now.
No doubt about that. I mean, I'm just concerned about if he goes down, and most likely he is going to go down. Who do you get? Who's going to be his backup?
That's the problem. Man.
Yeah, see, that's
The only other guy we would have is it would either be Thaddeus or Gabbert. That's the only other problem we have.
Yeah, both of them, because one of them is leaving. Between Gabbert and Cap, one of them is leaving. I don't know if Cap's gonna say, "All right, guy, that's it, I'm going." And Gabbert's gonna.
Cap ain't gonna stay. Cap is going. He ain't staying.
Yeah.
I'd be shocked as hell if he stays. You're not gonna opt out of your contract just to stay for another year. That's stupid. Why would you do that? You do that so you can have an opportunity to leave.
Yeah, that's true. And you know what?
It ain't because of the injury. He ain't gonna be there next year, no matter what happens. Let's just say he wins 2 games or 3 games. He still wouldn't stick around. You Kelly would have to persuade the hell out of this man for even to come even think about stuff. It ain't gonna happen. Like I said, our best bet.
I guarantee you, Kelly's gonna be on his knees. Kelly's gonna be on his knees, sending him flowers every day.
Hey,
I'm telling you right now, because Kelly knows he needs that kind of quarterback.
Yeah, but see, you can actually get Romo for cheap. You can give up a 5th-round draft pick for Romo. Romo's gonna come cheap. So
yeah, that's a good point.
Honestly,
that's a good point.
It's just your best. Honestly, it's your best option to actually get something going in the offense. He's the best quarterback out there available.
Yeah, it's coming up next year. There's no doubt about that. Now, I understand that Matt Stafford over in is also going to be up for grabs, but if he might be happy in Detroit as opposed to coming to San Francisco too. So
I still would take Romo over him.
Over Stafford?
Yeah. If you get him under pressure, he throws picks. I mean, so does Romo, but at least Romo, you get some good talent out of him.
Yeah, that's true. All right. Emilio, let me go check out on somebody's in Anaheim here. Area code 714 out in Anaheim, California. And I guess he's not a Rams fan. Anaheim. Area code 714. Hello. 714. Hello, 714.
Oh, hold on 1 second. I'm going outside.
Okay. Yeah. Dang, because one thing I got to worry about though is, man, I'm still worried about that defense in the first round pick. Because the 49ers are not going. We're waiting for Anaheim to come back.
Man, it's raining out here.
I heard about that earlier. Yeah. Hello?
Oh, yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, this is Chris.
Chris, hey, Chris. Oh, it's Chris. Chris.
Yeah, it's been a while.
I haven't heard from you in a while. Chris, what's going on, man?
Yeah, man. Working them Rams private parties, remember?
Yeah, I know. That's gotta be crazy as hell. Well, Chris, number 9 is 49er fans. We're starting to get used to that now. Most of us knew we were going to lose that game. But do we have to lose in heartbreaking fashion every time? This is the thing. Can we lose a game like maybe last week's game was the only one that you actually can accept? The rest of these losses just absolutely strange. Tom Brady's throwing touchdowns laying on his back. How did that happen?
Man.
Yeah.
The greatness of Tom Brady, I guess.
Yeah, I guess, exactly.
That's how he rolls. He can do that.
Yeah, well, yeah, he did it twice today.
But like the less talent you have, the less you can make mistakes.
Yeah, that's true. But we didn't make any mistakes today. We just weren't in it at all. In the second half.
The team going 3 and out in the second half, and then they showed signs of life within the last 5 minutes of the game.
Yeah, that's it. The third quarter never works with 49ers. It's that they were all in there smoking J's during the halftime, and it wears off by the time the third quarter's over and they can play. But every game, third quarter, it's the same story.
Yeah, man. But
49ers.
Man, it seems like it's going to be clear sailing from here because we got the Dolphins next.
Oh, that is not.
Even though they beat the Rams.
Chris, somebody, I think, was that Tony just pointed out? Seems like the Dolphins are on a 5-game winning streak. And we're going to them. Yeah, that is not a win. I would not know. And in fact, if I had to look at a betting line, look for the Dolphins to be at least a 6-point favorite. At least. Man.
Oh, man, that game is going to be like pulling teeth.
Yeah. Unless all of a sudden we become more efficient. Although I don't know. They practice all week long, but they still look the same, except for little minor changes, And the Ajayi's over there.
These last games we got left are 50-50 because there's nobody left that we can't beat.
Yeah.
And then we got the Seahawks at home in the last game.
And I don't even want that anymore. But maybe that last game, the 49ers will come out of a bag. They will do everything right because they had all season to learn this offense and this defense. Or they might be pure hell by that game. That's another 6-7 weeks away. They might be pure hell in that game. I'll wait and see. If they do, everybody will be delighted.
If all was going to plan with the Seahawks, I guess they're going to be sitting a lot of players, I guess, because they're probably going to get the bye.
Yeah, they got to win out though. They still have to win a couple more games. They can't lose because the Cardinals will win.
I don't like this.
And who else? There's a couple more teams, but yeah, they might not be able to just coast into this. I see them going to the Super Bowl now, though, and I'm the one who used to talk shit to the Hawks fans. Y'all ain't going to no Super Bowl, man. Get up down for that, man. You lucked out last year and get into the playoffs. And now, here they come. So,
Yeah. Now, I'm hoping I get my wish that Patrick Willis come back. I don't think he needs the money now.
Yeah, well, Willis ain't coming back, though. That's for sure. Chris, let me. I got Tito hanging out. Tito!
Yo, what's up, man?
Tito, another whooping.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Tito, you could have used a Hangout link.
Yeah, we just.
Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Tito.
Anyway, I just wanted to say, look, I know we lost and we keep on losing the way we're doing it, but all I know is if we keep on losing, which I want that second pick, man. We ain't gonna get the first, but I want that second pick, though.
Yeah.
I think we get the second pick. We get a great player there, and I still said it's gonna be a couple of good quarterbacks that might come out. People are saying that. Some of the so-called fans are saying that we don't have good players, but we do.
Tito, I think he's going to trade him down, though. I think Trent is going to try to get multiple picks for that second round pick. I just feel it, man, because Trent loves to trade and get them picks. How high a pick he's going to get is a question. But Trent's going to take that number 2, and somebody's going to want it, and they're going to give up the farm. I don't believe there's another sucker in the league like the Rams to give up all them second and third round picks. But somebody will give it up to get that second round pick.
Yeah, I know that.
So,
yeah, that's true. But right now, man, all I know is I hope this guy is smart enough to stop with the crap, come out with some money, start being cheap, and sign some good players. Because we need help in the middle of our defense.
Oh.
And, I don't know, just we need help, period.
So, from what I'm hearing, yeah.
That's what I'm going to say. So,
go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, from what I'm hearing now, the 49ers may have...
What I'm reading reports, what I hear about the report is that they're not going to fire Trent Baalke.
Yeah, I heard about that.
French got to do, but they're not going to do it.
Yeah.
2, if they are going to stay in the second pick, I won't be surprised if they go for a quarterback or a defensive player, one of the two. All depends if Colin Kaepernick just opinion out of his contract and he goes. It is kind of looking good. I mean, I got to admit, it does looking better, but it's just, I don't know, man. Receivers, again, defensive linemen, linebacker, we need some bugged up players now.
See all them holes you're talking about? That's why I know Trent's going to trade down and get multiple picks in second and third round if he can. Because there's still going to be good ball players in the second round and third round. If you can add a couple of picks in the second and third round, I guess you'd be doing yourself good. Trent Baalke, ain't no way they're going to talk him into getting a quarterback. Because what they're saying about the quarterback group this year, it's just not. They looked good last year, and everybody said there's a better quarterbacking group coming up next year. Don't even worry about it this year. See, remember they told everybody that? And they passed up on Carson Wentz, and they passed up on everybody this last year. So you see, I don't believe them either. There may be a good quarterback in this group. They just ain't seeing it.
Yeah. Well, we got to wait to see. But right now, like I said, I'm for one. What the hell? We already got screwed for the whole year, so might as well finish the season the way we're doing it. Just keep on losing. The more we lose, the higher the pick.
Hey, Tito, but how many more losses?
Other picks that's going to be moving up,
But, Tito, are you going to continue to watch the 49ers every week? Are you going to continue to watch the 49ers every week knowing they're going to get ass whooping, though? It's hard to sit there and watch that, though.
Well, I know it is. I admit it is a pain in the rear, but you know what? I still watch it. I mean, I still wear my jersey. I still wear my 49er car. I still wear all that.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit what people say.
Yeah.
I mean, I got one guy that came up to me, you should wear this cowboy hat. I said, sure, give me that cowboy hat. Watch what I do with it.
Yeah.
I'm a Niners fan forever.
Every one of us want that opportunity. Let me hand you a hat. I'll put it on. Yeah. Oh, man, that hat be on the ground so quick.
Yeah.
But Tito, that's what I'm saying. We're going to keep watching the course.
I my ass with it.
Yeah. The thing is, get your hopes up. I get my hopes up in the first quarter every game, just looking for that one win. I just want to taste victory one more time, please. But they take it away from us. Trez has got a show going on.
You know what? That victory,
Go ahead.
Yeah, but that victory could easily ruin our draft picks, especially if we do get stuck with the number 2 and Baalke comes out of nowhere and start trading down, unless one hell of a defensive player is right there and he's too good to pass up.
It could be Myles Garrett. Could be. That's the one. We need some pressure from the edge.
Yeah.
It's so bad. You know, because the Oregon boys are going to be monsters next year. Now they're going to provide that push next year up the middle. Now we need somebody coming off the edges though. We have got to get some legitimate force coming off the edges, because all the Oregon boys need is a nose tackle. Second year, the speed now is no longer a factor. And Eric Armstead was going to have a year this year had he not got hurt. Now you got Buckner coming back next year, and he's going to look like a second-year pro. I can't wait till them two get started. So, you know, they need a nose tackle, though.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, we definitely do. But I'm praying, I don't know, somehow, some way, if Trent Baalke could make a deal or get a free agent or overpay for a defensive player that somebody can't match their offer,
Yeah.
I'll be happy.
Yeah. And all these names are going to come up soon to choose from, too. Probably around week 8 or week 9, everybody's going to, I mean, well, like 12 or 13 or so, I say. In another couple of weeks, people are going to start saying, you know, this dude's going to be available. Should take a shot at him. Could make a difference. That conversation comes up shortly. So, yeah, you're right.
All right.
All right, Tito, let me.
All right, brother. You take care, man.
All right, Tito, thanks for calling, man. All right. Huh? Who we got now? Okay. Tito? All right. Who we got now? Okay. Daryl. Daryl! Yeah, Tito's gone.
Yeah.
Yeah. Daryl, what's up, man?
Not much, man.
Yeah. Tell you, it was one of those games, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was one of those games, but again, it was just one of those games. It was those type of games that, hey, we're still in this. We got this. You know, it was only a 3-point game, and all of a sudden, it just got out of control in like the second half.
They keep doing it.
Got out of control.
Yep.
I know. It's just that it's crazy. It's like, oh, like the defense just stepped up tremendously. You know, I mean, yeah, there was a few, like a few holes they gave up. You know, Blunt ran down, but another ones they got in Brady's face. You know, they kept up. And then the second half, when they start getting into his face or, you know, getting pressure, because they were pressuring him.
Yeah, finally.
But he just kept, he kept dancing in the pocket a little too much.
Yeah.
Like, damn, we can't tackle for shit.
He slid away.
Can't, like, capitalize.
Just inches away from getting taken down a couple of times. And he's throwing touchdowns laying on his back. That's what really pissed me off. God.
Yeah, it was crazy. I'm like, oh, we got him by the foot. And then all of a sudden, I'm like, are you kidding me, dude?
See, that's the kind of chemistry. Amendola, I don't know how in the world Amendola escaped to be absolutely by himself with a man laying down, going down to the ground. He threw a waffle up, and it falls into Amendola's hands. How in the world did that happen? It's unbelievable. I guess they were watching Brady instead of watching their assignments, because there's no way that ball was lofted up. It was one of the slowest passes. It looked like it was moving in slow motion. Eric Reed and everybody standing there watching it go right to Amendola. Maybe we have a different view from television, but he wasn't that far away. Why couldn't you have at least dived at the ball and knocked it out of the way? Anything but just stand there and watch Amendola catch it. It kills you.
Yes. It does. And Kaepernick, he did his thing, I mean, no turnovers. I mean,
yeah, he didn't.
Right. He didn't. He was doing his thing. I mean, few of them, he could have just ran.
Yeah.
For more.
That's me.
And I just didn't like those runs. Like Chip was kind of going back to his old ways again. First down run, second down run, third down, you're gonna pass. What was it? The second drive or the first drive? Their drive got ruined because they just started doing 2 straight runs on like the 10-yard line, and that it just didn't work.
It's probably the first run because it definitely happened on the first run or the first series of the game. Yeah. 3 and out.
And speaking of the run though, when they got a chance to run the ball a bit, when Chip was trying to keep it balanced, Hyde was running pretty pissed off. He was.
Yeah.
He was fighting and he was trucking dude. He was trucking him.
Busted tackles. It was awesome. I enjoyed Carlos today. Unlike I've enjoyed him in weeks.
Yeah, not really no Dwan. You don't really expect anything from him at all. He was just another back to hand the ball off.
Yeah, they only gave, you're not going to, running back's not going to develop any rhythm. 4 carries the whole game. I guess that's going to be it from Chip. 4 carries, and that's it. He gave him 4 last week. Gave him 4 this week. What kind of change of pace is that? 4 times.
And a few more things I want to add to is that your boy Vance he's really stepping up.
I'm telling people, man. I keep telling people, give me a break with that. His inconsistent hands. Vance is one of the most reliable catchers we got on that field now. Strange as it sounds, it's true.
I'm feeling he's going to be a fantasy tight end next year for sure. He's going to be one of the reliable targets. I know he is. And speaking of tight ends too, I don't know where Blake Bell's been at. I guess he's on special teams now. That's what I've been hearing.
Blake had one too many drops. Remember that early this season, Blake couldn't hold on to the ball, and he's been excused ever since.
I guess I haven't been paying attention to see.
Yeah.
And for the rest of the schedule right now, fuck all these games. Just fuck Miami, Chicago. What else? The Rams. Fuck all those games.
Falcons.
Okay? The one game I want them to win. Oh, Falcons too. Yeah, fuck that game too. Seattle game. I'm already focused on the final game of the season, which is Seattle. That's the last game I want to be focused on, and I hope they fucking win this game. Win that game.
Yeah, but they got to get good between now and then.
Oh yeah, they will. But hey, that's one of the most heated rivalries.
Yeah,
one of them.
But they need to look pretty good before they get to that game, though. I mean, they got to beat a couple of teams before they get to Seattle, or else Seattle's just going to piss everybody off. I mean, the boos. I mean, I could see people throwing. They probably don't let you bring bottles out of the concession stand at Levi's Stadium, but I could see trash being thrown on the field. People hanging Trent Baalke dolls out in the parking lot. It's going to get nasty. We cannot go 1-16 and lose to Seattle in the 16th game. Oh, the security. Santa Clara will have to step up security. I got a feeling it's going to get really ugly out there if that happens.
Oh yeah, and I just want the media to be all over him, like, oh my God, this team's going into the playoffs, but yet they lost to probably one of the worst teams in the NFC. Probably the NFL. I would laugh so hard. I'm like, hey, we just want to be upsetters, you know? We want to be just upsetters. Like teams that are going into the playoffs, we'll just upset them.
Yeah.
And not only that, finale games. I don't remember the last time we lost a finale game. Like last 3-4 years, we won every final game.
Oh, that's right.
I think 2011 was the last one we lost. I think 2011 was the last game we lost. I think against the Cardinals. I think that was the last time we lost a season finale game.
I forgot about that.
So, yeah, actually, because every time we play a finale game, we play our hearts out.
Yeah, because they know they're through. Yeah, through. Tired of the season and finished with it. Let's just win this one on a high note.
That's gonna piss them off though. I'm like, hey, you guys may go in the playoffs, but hey, we're still a football team. We're not gonna sit back and let you, just rape us. You know, we're gonna go out there and we're gonna fucking smash the fuck out of your faces. I want to see that, man. I want to see what they did week 1 against the Rams. I want to see some fight. Bring in everything you got. Okay. It took 16 weeks, and I think we're starting to get this offense mastered good. Good. And I want Kaepernick to look like a 2012, 2013 Cap. I don't care.
Yeah, same here.
Turn the ball over. I want to run all over them. Run all over them like you did before.
Stop.
The championship. Run all over them. I want them to run all over them. And I just want them to get like a war flashback in that championship. Like, oh, this better not be. I think Cap's actually for real this time. Oh, I bet Sherman and them was like, oh, we don't want to face this guy even if next year. I mean, if he even stays with the team,
Yeah.
I just want to see competition. That's what I want to see. Yeah. That's on my Christmas list. I'm going to ask Santa Claus for that. Give me a finale win against the Seahawks.
Yeah.
The Seattle
I agree.
Crackhawks.
I
agree big time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Especially and let's have a player get don't hurt his legs. What can we do to a player that he can heal up and come back? Let's have a shoulder injury to somebody out there playing on the Hawks team as well in that last game. Let it be Richard Sherman. It'd be better. I see Mike. Let's see Wilson get hurt maybe.
Here,
Bobby.
I'm gonna put a bounty like this. I'll do it like this, okay? I'm gonna put a bounty. If I put a bounty out, let's see. I'll probably break Sherman's neck till he gets carted off.
No,
I don't give a shit.
I don't want to see anybody get serious here.
Break his neck.
You break his neck, it could be.
Break his neck. Yeah.
You could end up killing him with a broke neck.
Something to put him on a cart. I don't care. That motherfucker's a punk. I don't like him.
I agree.
That's what he did to that fucking Bills kicker. Shit.
Yeah, that was out of line.
That's what he would do to a fucking little kid. I bet he would do that to a little kid. If there was a 5-year-old kicking a field goal, he would have did that and broke the kid.
Yeah, that's true.
But anyways, break his neck, take out Russell's leg, take out his knee, his ankle. I don't give a fuck. And who else? There's another guy. I can't remember who else.
Yeah.
I think that's about it.
Yeah.
So far.
Well, that's that'll do it.
Jimmy Graham.
Yeah.
Hey, take his knees out.
Yeah, ACL again.
He's becoming a big target so far in that against the Eagles today.
Yeah, I saw
Jimmy
that.
He was just catching unbelievable balls.
Yeah, him and Wilson are starting to
him
connect.
and Doug Baldwin.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It looks like a Drew Brees and Drew Brees type of thing when he was with the Saints.
Yeah, I agree.
It's looking like a Drew Brees type of thing now. So yeah. But anyways, I'm gonna let you go, Ronbo, and I don't know. Just there's always next year,
Yeah. Daryl, you sound so sad. But it's true.
At the same time, I wasn't sad. My dad's like, "There's always next year." I'm like, "Hey, I'm not sad."
Yeah.
I had a feeling we were gonna lose this game. And I wasn't even upset after the Patriots put 20 more points on the board. I'm like, I wasn't even upset.
Yeah. Everybody's got numb.
There was a few calls that really pissed me off. There's a few bullshit penalties, but what can you say? If it was like on the line, to keep our season was still alive, then yeah, I'd probably be heated up. But the season's been over since what?
Week 4.
I can't remember. I'm gonna say after that Thursday night game against Arizona.
Yeah.
That Thursday night game, I just knew the season was over after that. That's how I put it realistically.
You were right.
But
too.
I even said this: the games I hope they win this year is the Patriots game and the Seahawks game. But now the Seahawks are number 1 on my calendar. That's what I want for my Christmas present: a victory against the Seattle Seahawks.
All right, Daryl.
Please, I'm gonna pray every night for this.
Yeah. Well, you'll be joining. I mean, it'll be a lot of whispers. All right, Daryl. Let's see you on Red and Gold Radio a little later on. All right, buddy. Bye bye.
All right, man. Bye-bye.
All right. Let's go down. Michael.
Yo, what's going on, Ronbo?
Hey, Michael. Not much, buddy.
Hey, what's going on?
So,
man, all I got to say is one thing.
What's that?
First of all, there's a lot of free agents that are going to be available next season. I was going through the list of the free agency for next season. Mm-hmm. Now the question is, are we going to make a move on some of these big name free agents? That's going to be considered. That's going to be the answer is going to be if Trent Baalke is still going to be GM. Now I'm looking forward to the Trent Baalke dolls hanging in the
parking lot
stadium. Yeah. I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah.
What did you? Okay. I've seen improvement on both sides of the ball. I've seen a little bit of an improvement.
Yep.
It's more of like a rhythm. They're getting to more of a rhythm, but I still don't like Chip Kelly's predictable run, pass. First down run, second down run, third down pass. It's just mind-boggling to me that he's so predictable in the first couple or maybe 3 opening drives.
It's as if he didn't have any other plays to call. I understand he believes and worships the zone blocking system, but right. Chip has got to realize, if that's all you're going to do, then there's nothing the defense has to be concerned with. You've got to mix it up.
Right.
You've got to add some plays from somebody else's playbook. This is the thing that worries me the most. Exactly, I agree.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it's just the issue. It's becoming not an issue. It's just a problem for me. Like I'm over here watching the film. I'm watching the game. I'm like, man, I know this is no video game, but I throw this in here. I throw this. I mean, the main thing I guess that part of the game has been bothering me is how they rotate Dwan Harris and Carlos Hyde.
Yeah, I know, and that's terrible.
The 2 different running styles, but if you mix them in and you rotate them, it could cause headaches for defenses, bro, because of the way they run.
Yeah.
And the different ways they run. So that's one of my issues. I wish that he would rotate. Seriously, he got 4 carries, bro. 4 carries.
I counted. I was mad as hell. Same
Why
as
they got Sean Drone out there like he passing the ball to Sean Drone like he receiving? Sean Drone over there catching balls, and it's like, I don't know, man. I'm not really feeling that Chip Kelly style offense right now, bro.
You know what though?
I'm not feeling it.
Sean actually made a couple of good plays, but the thing is,
that one had a catch.
Yeah, that was pretty amazing. You know what? If Kelly was smart though, in that case, if Sean's got that kind of ability, why not pull a surprise with him on occasion too? He doesn't mix it up. Carlos doesn't have to get 20 carries to get. We don't have a bell cow at this point. We have 3 running backs that are capable. You know, if Sean John is going to make those kind of catches, then goddamn it, Chip, use him. And if Harris,
I definitely agree.
You know, and if DeJuan Harris is going to get into a rhythm, he's not going to get into it with just 4 carries and one every 15 or 20 minutes. So, you know, it's
Oh yeah.
I agree.
I mean, I know a lot of people I mean, in the show talking about Kaepernick, about his performance. He didn't do a bad job. He did a decent job. I would like the last guy who was on the phone. He was talking about he liked to see Cap run more. I like to see Cap run more too.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of times in the game where you see Kaepernick dropping back. There's a hole to run, but he's focusing so much on making his progression through his reads, which he should as a quarterback. But if he goes to the throwback, Cap, and he sees a lane, take it. Sees a lane, take it.
That's going to jack the secondary up. Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
That's all I've been wanting.
And that's more of that throwback, Cap. I think a lot of people want to see. It's almost like he wants to be that quarterback who, go through my progressions, go through my reads, but there's been times where he could take off with the ball and make big plays with his legs, and he's just not doing it.
And that's going to make whatever else he's trying to do, it would make it more effective. That's the only thing I can't believe Kelly's not saying. Kelly should tell him, hey, don't worry about taking off, okay? You see a hole, you take it. It's okay. I ain't gonna, and nobody's going to be mad at you, I promise. You know?
Oh, yeah. What do you think? So you're pretty sold on that, man. I am too. You think Trent Baalke is going to take the second round pick and trade it down?
Yeah,
I mean, I can see it happening. I could see it. I could see it. I could definitely see him.
Bet money.
I could see him taking that second round. I could see him taking that second pick, trading it for a bunch of second round picks, and drafting like 4 guys coming off ACL injury.
Yep. No. I will bet against that though. This year, Trent will not bring any. You know what? Redmond embarrassed him and has made him look like a damn fool. Because Trent was telling everybody he'll be ready by opening day. I can assure you that he will be on the field. And Chip, and that's what I'm saying. And Trent, Redmond went on the IR midway through the season. Don't you ever. And this is your last year you can come back with any ACL players. Because we have seen it enough. And they're not working. Yep. Not one of them is showing you. You got Smelter, who you released. You got this guy, Redmond. It's just not working. So he's under pressure. Trent knows he better not bring back an ACL player this year. He better not do it.
I mean, when we drafted Marcus Lattimore, I mean, look at him. He was a promising back, blew his knee out. I mean, look at the kid now. He's playing football. So it's like,
yeah, I know.
Trent Baalke my thing with Trent Baalke is if he does somehow, some way, his job is saved and he sticks around another year, he needs to be aggressive free agency. He needs to take that second pick and draft a great player, because you can't be trading that pick, and that pick is too valuable for a young team. We have no talent, dog, on defense. We have a little bit of talent. We ain't got no. I mean, come on.
There's holes. We got holes on the defense. That's the thing. We still need some other people, but we got holes. So the thing is, hold on. Who's that? Hold on a second. The thing is, what Trent's got to realize, he's got to fire his scouts. They're not giving him good picks. Every year we're coming back with people that are only okay. We need some superstars. Somebody that can be seen. Somebody that can be seen in the draft. It's clearly going to make a big difference. Right? So Michael,
I totally agree.
Michael, go ahead and make another point, because we got to wind it up now. What do you want to say in closing? I'm going to go back to say goodbye to everybody now.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'll let you go, Ronbo. I got to get these kids out of the back. Anyway, I just want to call in and holler at you. Hey, man, like the other cat said, it's always next year.
Yeah, I know.
All right, brother, you take care.
All right, you too, bro. All right.
All right, bro.
All right, and Mr. Driver.
Ronbo.
Yeah. Hey, bro. Thought you weren't going to be in tonight.
What's up with it? I was.
Go ahead, man.
What's going on, man? Man, honestly, I just wanted to say, like, man, I think we should keep it pushing with Cap, and I'm pretty sure, we'll get somewhere with him. I could see his improvements. I'm pretty sure everybody else has seen his improvements, and man, I don't know about this keep losing for the rest of the season stuff. I've never been, as a 49ers fan, I've never been with that.
No.
So, and I know you've never been with that. So,
you are absolutely right.
I don't know about just continue losing. I don't know about that.
There's people out there that do well. They're so worried about losing that second round pick, but then you realize they're going to lose that second round pick anyway, or first round pick at the number 2 position, no matter what. So that's what I'm saying. Can I please win a couple more games? I think we still hold on to that second round pick, even if we do, or that second pick in the first round, even if we do win a couple more games. It would just feel nice to win.
Yeah, definitely, man. I mean, I've been a 49er fan my whole life, and I don't remember it being this bad, consistently just losing and losing. It's just like, man, I just want to win.
Mr. Driver, the record is being set. The reason why you don't remember it, it has never happened before. If we lose the next game, it's an all-time record. It's amazing.
Wow.
Yeah.
See, and I don't want no record like that
No.
this year, man. Definitely, that's a big no-no for us. The only records we're used to breaking are, championship records. Records that mattered.
That's right. And it's looking very dim. And I do not predict a win against Miami. And following Miami, I think we have to play the Falcons. Now, how are you going to predict a win there? We have to play Atlanta. In Atlanta? Oh, hell no. And then I believe there's another team. Oh, Chicago's in there somewhere. Maybe Chicago. Yeah. Maybe that's where we get the break. On loss number 12, Chicago might number 13. Maybe we'll win 13.
like your last caller was saying, man, as long as we beat the Seahawks, that's all that matters.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that goes for all the fans all over the Bay Area and just all over the world. Just as long as we get to beat the Seahawks, that'll make my season worthwhile. Honestly.
It would take even more weight. Let's say the Seahawks are tied with the Cardinals by some miracle, and they have to play us. They don't have anybody sitting down. They have all their players out there, and we beat that ass and knock them out. Woo! All the pain and something we did all year would mean nothing if that were to happen.
Really? Honestly, man, that's what like the last guy said, that's what I'm asking Santa for.
Yeah.
Man, that'll make my Christmas, that'll make my year, and, let's move on to the next season. It's never been this bad. We're all, we're not used to losing like this. Maybe the other side of the Bay is, but not us. We're not really used to that. So, as long as we just keep pushing, keep our heads up, and like I said, I believe in Cap, man. I really do. We can't just give up on our quarterback just so easily like that. He had his little troubles and whatever's going on with him. But besides that, we got to stand with him. We got to push him. He has no offensive line. The offensive line is just, man, it's a wreck.
You know what?
It's a wreck.
I was calling you Mr. Driver. But what is your name?
My name's Fernando.
Fernando, you're supposed to correct me.
My name's Fernando.
So Fernando, it's really funny. I'm listening to you talk, and then I'm glancing over at my text wall, and all of a sudden, Mr. Driver says, "Hey, that's not me. He sounds like me, though."
I just sent you a message on Instagram. I was telling you I can't get in. I just sent you a message on Instagram. I was telling you I can't get in.
Right,
I
cool.
just happened to get in finally. But yeah, I've been following you for a while, and I've been listening to, how you respond with your fans, and I really do appreciate people like you. And like you said, we're still out here. We're still proud to be 49er faithfuls, and that'll never go away.
That's right.
That'll never go away.
Fernando, you're right, man, and thanks. But yeah, you're right. You don't stop loving the 49ers. You just start hating the process of getting your ass beat. And that's what I'm saying.
Yep.
Get a win.
It. Well, I'm gonna let you go, Rambo. I just finally wanted to talk to you and let you know how we all feel. And at least on my behalf and my family, and we'll still be here. We're still faithful. We're still going to games, and I'm just not used to this losing. Yeah. But have a good night and enjoy your evening.
Thanks, and don't get used to it, Fernando. Thanks, man, because it's gonna stop soon. It can't go on forever. Just like you can't win forever, you cannot lose forever. So it'll end soon. Believe that, right? All right, Fernando.
This year, the Cleveland Browns.
I know. Now they're another story. All right, Fernando. Have a good night, bro.
You too, brother.
All right. Yeah, let me go hard. Go hard.
What up?
Oh, go hard. Same old, man. Just different day, man. We just, cloudy, rainy days. We don't have no end to them now. We got to watch all this unfold. But yeah. So what are you thinking about that game, man?
Right, man. For what we got on the field and how we played, man, I think it was okay. You know what I mean?
You're right. You're absolutely right.
You gotta look at Martellus Bennett sharing the ball with Gronk against the Hawks the last game, right?
Yeah.
And he still had over 100 yards on the Seahawks so-called LOB.
The Martellus thing was pretty mysterious today. You're right. He got one
Yeah,
catch.
and you know
I
the
think.
Niners held that boy to 14 yards. One catch to 14 yards. And you know when he was targeted, and it wasn't because he wasn't targeted a lot. And when he was targeted, they were getting broke up either by Tart or Reed. So I like how they had those big guys on him.
Mm-hmm.
I know you guys were talking about that in the previous show. You
Yeah.
know, who would we have guard? You know, big
Tart,
boy.
and
But,
Martellus,
you know,
yeah.
I think they did a pretty good job. Yeah, they did a pretty good job holding that dude.
And they did exactly what
And,
we said to do too. Put Reed and Tart on him. So something physical, somebody physical.
Yeah, and you know, I had a feeling my boy Hyde was going to have a good game. You know, so he's back to a over 100-yard game in rushing and catching.
Well, he didn't quite get that. He only had, rushing and catching. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. He had 86 rushing. I think it was like 25, 24 in receiving. But
yeah, you got to have that.
You know, back to what the last caller was pointing out. You know, we do got a good pass protection O-line, but as far as the run, man, I don't like Beatles. I don't see no beast in Beatles. I don't like him over there as a run mower. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
I agree.
You know, I'm kind of putting it on the line a little bit too on them holes not being there when they need to be there on time. You know what I mean? And everybody's pointing out a lot of these stutter steps, but a lot of the stutter steps is because he's waiting for blocks to develop. He's waiting for these blocks to pull, and they're not getting to their blocks on time. So I knew Hyde was going to have a bounce back game. So I mean, it wouldn't be hard to have a bounce back game after having a 30-yard game the last game or whatever.
Bounce anywhere.
You know what I mean?
Bounce anywhere.
It was a nice game. Yeah, it was a nice game though, because a lot of those games he was getting hit at the line too. So he was fighting for 3 or 4 yards after getting hit.
Carlos refused to go down on the first shot. You're right.
You got to give him credit on that. And then you know what a weird thing I wanted to point out is what I noticed. When it was 10-13, man, we stopped the Patriots 3 times in a row.
Yeah.
That weak-ass defense we got out there with Belora and Will Hoyt switching up with Hodges. And let's just be honest, those middle linebackers are soft in the middle. So, you know, we stopped them 3 consecutive times in a row. That was either the chance to tie it up with a field goal and stay in the game or, you know, take lead. And the third down pass efficiency, it showed up again, man. These guys only made 5 out of 14 third downs. And a lot of that was, you know, back to what I was saying before, too, is when Cat's under pressure, man, he's throwing these weird balls. He had a lot of nice passes, you know, tight passes, but when he's under pressure, man, he's throwing balls like he's a rookie out there seeing headlights, you know what I mean? And it's like, come on, you got to be better. You got to be better at that. That's basic shit, man. You got to be better at that. So, you know, to have 5 third downs, you know, completed out of 14, that's unacceptable. You know what I mean? They had more than enough chances to stay in that game, and I wanted to point that out that it's not as bad as it's looking. It seems like a lot of these games where they're able to stay in and they're able to, you know, just stay behind a field goal or a touchdown or not. I don't know if it's the play calling or if it's, let's see, you know, we're going to come out here and we're going to run this 100-proof play calling and see how we match up against these teams. And once we get a feel for what we got, we're going back to the basic shit, and let's not go all out. And, you know, this season we're obviously not going nowhere. Let's not bring nothing special out. But it seemed like the play calling got kind of bootsy when it was 10-13. Like they weren't pushing for it.
I keep wondering, you know, every week we complain about the play calling. I'd love to know what Chip's explanation would be if we were to ask him about his play calling. This is not an ignorant man. I really just, are we not seeing something? I just don't understand it because we're seeing the same scenario of anger, things to make you angry every week. I just don't understand what Chip's doing. If he's going to do something, at least surprise us because he's not surprising the opponent every week. So I don't know what he's doing. So it's a real scary thing.
And I heard you guys earlier talking about the nose tackles and everything, and I think I don't think there should be too much money spent through free agency because I don't feel there's too many gaps to fill. But I think one that we should target is that dude from Denver, Sylvester Williams. He's not too high, he's not too up there, and you know we do got a lot of money. And like I was saying, I don't think we should throw too much money at a lot of other players because, you know, at the end of this season, whatever happens and whoever throws Cap some money, I think regardless, I'm with everybody else, and I think we should top the money. I think we should let Cap stay. I think we should let Chip stay. I think we should let this defensive coordinator stay. Maybe get a new D-line coordinator
And I think we should see what next season's going like, because we've seen the spark in the beginning of these games all season long. We've seen the spark. It's just they're just not finishing. Let's put a couple plug-in players in there to finish these games off. You know what I mean?
You're right. They're not finishing games. You know what? That's the bottom line right there. The 49ers can play with anybody, it seems, for the first 2 to 3 quarters. That's true. Nobody's beaten the 49ers up in the first half of any game yet, except, is anybody? Nobody. I think, the Hawks did. The Hawks beat us up in the first half.
We've had the toughest schedule out of everybody, too, with the team that we got.
Yeah.
Man, we got to stop overlooking that. And that's, we making something out of nothing, man. You know what I mean?
That's a good point. That's definitely a good point. So, and if the NFL handles the same schedule next year, though, you can bet that there's somebody that doesn't like the 49ers or in that scheduling committee. That doesn't make any sense. So it better not happen a third year in a row. So I understand it's the 49ers that keep asking for that Monday night opener. Maybe they shouldn't ask for that. And maybe that's one of the reasons why they keep stacking the schedule against the 49ers in that fashion. Go hard. I tell you what else you want to add? I got to go. And
that's it.
All right. So let's see you on Red and Gold Radio, okay?
All right, y'all.
All right, buddy. Good night. All right, Trez. I wish you guys could see the monitor. I've been watching Trez. Trez has been out. He's been driving around. He stopped in to buy something.
I'm at work.
Now he comes back. He's back at his desk now. Trez.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to add before we let you go back to work?
I got a couple things, Ronbo. I done made it all the way to work, from home to work.
Yeah.
So listen to everybody. Do not have Emilio on here ever again. Okay. Ever again.
I know you had a problem with having Tony Romo on this team. Yeah.
Did he say pick up Tony Romo and Alshon Jeffrey? Right then and there, you should have pulled the plug on him. Really. A 34-year-old quarterback that ain't got much left in the tank. Ain't got much left in the tank.
Yeah.
And you talking about going to get an injury-prone wide receiver. I mean, he's not that injury-prone, but he's injury-prone. Really. Look, we have to attack free agency fierce. We have to draft fierce. We have to do our homework diligently to correct the mistakes that are on this roster and get it fixed and get the right personnel in here that's gonna make this team succeed. Other than that, ain't nothing else to be said.
Yeah,
that's
and
we'll see success.
Yeah, because I enjoy that. Can you see Romo and Jeffrey both on the IR at the same time? Well, that would be a crime scene.
Romo is always one hit away from being out, and he said, "Pick up Tony Romo." I wanted to cut in so bad. I wanted to cut in Romo so bad and tell you, Romo, and tell you just to get rid of him right now. Just cut that conversation, Romo, right now. He said, "Tony Romo." I really. And then he said there are no good quarterbacks in this upcoming draft. What college football have you been watching?
Well, but Trez,
to say there's no good quarterbacks in this draft, but there's 4 decent good quarterbacks.
Trez, in his defense, you know what? I don't know who's putting that out there, but they're saying that there's nobody should grab a quarterback in the first round. It seems there's certain people that are putting that out there. I've read that on social media a lot. I don't know why that's being said. I thought Deshaun was a good quarterback. They're saying he's not first round worthy. Kaya, forget about it. There's a couple more. What's his name? Kaiser. She said, don't go that direction either. I said, well, why? Everybody said last year this was going to be the quarterback group. Why is it that everybody's getting down on these guys now? I don't get it. If you were going to pick up one of those guys, which one would you pick up?
Me, I'll take the kid from Clemson. He's a big, strong kid.
Yeah. I've heard about nice
stays
things
in
about
the pocket. Delivers the ball very well in the pocket, from the pocket, and has the legs to take off.
Okay, that's
outside of that, outside of that, I will look at the quarterback from Tennessee, and then third, I will look at the quarterback from Louisville. I mean, those are my 3 choices right there. Right there.
Because they're all going to get called in.
Most definitely. Yeah. So. Yeah, I mean, you can't. That's a hit and miss on quarterbacks. People want to say, who's NFL ready, who's not. A lot of people, look what Dak Prescott failed to.
God.
And T.J. Magnum was the only one I'm going to give credit to that was saying that Prescott was a good quarterback.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's true. JT, yeah.
So TJ was, JT. I mean, he was on that. He was on that. You know, and look what happened. They found a diamond in the rough. You know what I'm saying?
He may be on his way to the Super Bowl. You know what? Trent would have to lay down on the floor and look up at the ceiling and think about all the mistakes he's made and that he had a shot at Prescott. I mean, Prescott went in the 4th round and he picked up an ACL person. This is the kind of thing where you really got to do some soul searching when you make that kind of mistake.
It's the decision making. It's the decision making that's going on around here. It's the decision making, and it's been horrible. It's been horrible for the last 2 years.
He had a DUI. Wasn't that it? Dak didn't he have a DUI? That was what it was. Dak was considered a bad citizen because of that DUI. I mean, I don't know if they were thinking about
my take on all that. I don't believe in any of that. When they be saying these guys got a history of doing this and doing that. Ezekiel had a history. Who don't have a history?
Yeah,
they're young kids.
He's still under investigation.
Right. They're young kids. They're gonna make mistakes. They're gonna do foolish things. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, you're talking about going forward. Look at Jameis Winston, turning his life around.
Yep.
A nice quarterback in the NFL. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
You just got to take a chance on these players, man. And
Doyle Green Beckham.
For us to sit back.
We could have had him.
Right.
He hasn't done anything wrong since that. They learn.
Right. And like I say, even Josh, I'm willing to give Josh Gordon another chance, man. This talent is phenomenal, man.
Yeah, I
and
know.
nobody's even looking his way right now. What are we doing? We're sitting back doing nothing.
And we got nothing to lose. You know what? You pick him
nothing
up.
to lose.
And you pick up some other players, but you pick him up. You pick him. You know, Trent's got all kinds of draft picks. Pick him up and pick up somebody else in case he doesn't work out. Then you got somebody else in the process. You can use whichever one. If the kid's really good behind Jordan, he does do well. You trade him for somebody and get something back. Trent, he doesn't think. None of these people think. Damn.
My thing with the number 2 pick, and I'm gonna let you go. My thing with the number 2 pick is if the price is right, I trade down. If the price is not right, we make that pick.
He's going to do it, though. I'll tell you.
Bottom line.
I would bet money. He's going to do it. He's going to do it. Trent's going to trade. Trent's already got in mind right now how he's going to do it. Guarantee it.
Well, if the price is right, by all means, trade down. I mean, if we can get 3 picks if we can get a number 2 and 2 3s, for that number 1 second pick in the first round, I'll take that. Give me day of the week. I'll take that.
You got to find a damn fool like the Rams, though. Is there any more people out there that's stupid? That's the thing. You got to be able to make a fool out of some GM. That's the only thing I'm hoping for.
Yeah, it's some fools out here. You got the Cleveland Browns, you got the Tennessee Titans. I'm talking about teams that's looking to get better and to get better fast.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you got the Texans. You got some fools out here now that's gonna look to get up to that spot, you know.
Yeah.
But that asking price got to be right. Yeah. It's got to be right because we need too much and we need impact players immediately.
Now, exactly. All right.
Yeah. So,
all right, Trez, I'm gonna send you a little note later.
You know, I'm on Red and Go. You're gonna see me on Red and Go. You're gonna hear me on Red and Go.
All right,
I'm
bro.
gonna be on that.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? But don't forget that be gone spray. Gotta be sprayed. Be gone. Be gone. Take care, Ronbo.
You too, man.
Appreciate you.
Talk to you later. All right.
Okay.
Wyatt joined in at his typical time at the end.
Aloha, Ronbo.
Wyatt.
How's it going, man?
Oh man, it's just going terrible, Wyatt. I mean, we can't get a win. I mean, we already know we got that second round pick. I mean, that second pick in the first round secured. Can we please just win one game?
Yeah, I hope we do too. You know, I just hope we also secure that second pick in the draft. You know, because the Bears are they're 2-8 and Jags are 2-8. So even if we do win a couple more games, you know, that might knock us out.
Well, no, wait.
Top 3. If
Wyatt,
they win a couple more games,
but Wyatt, you're
if
forgetting.
They don't win a couple more games.
Wyatt, you're forgetting about one thing though. Cleveland's going to go on a hot streak. The Browns are going to go on a hot streak somewhere soon. The Browns are going to pull off a 3.
And winning games.
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
They're going to win 3 in a row.
I think they're going to go on 16, to be honest. They got nothing going for them.
I tell you, why?
I mean, I don't know.
Why do you know that analysts today were thinking that Pittsburgh's been playing some very strange football of late, right? Analysts were saying that this will be the game since Pittsburgh, nobody knows who the Pittsburgh and the Jekyll and Hyde act is going to be. They said this would be the Browns' first win. I was laughing my ass off. I said, yeah, good.
Against the Pittsburgh? Oh man, they were high.
No, the Steelers
They're
are playing.
out Aaron Lynch.
The Steelers are playing so weird lately, though. You don't know what Steeler team is going to show up, so that's why I guess they made that.
Yeah,
so.
But they're way better. Them at like 20% is way better than the Browns.
True.
Yeah.
True.
I don't like. That's funny.
It's hilarious.
That's funny they said that.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
But go ahead. What else you got on your mind?
Yeah. Hey, I was happy that our boys were able to keep it competitive, keep it close somewhat through the fourth, up until the fourth quarter. Of course, that's when Brady kind of went off, but I felt like we could have. There was a lot of opportunities where we could have scored, but we just didn't do it.
Yeah.
There's a few, especially in the first half, like where we got up to the red zone, and then what we do, we just kick another field goal after field goal.
Yeah.
And we're pretty good at that. We got a pretty good kicker, but we need to score a touchdown.
Yeah.
And,
I got does it look like Chip is trying to make sure that Cap emphasizes making sure that he looks downfield? I have a feeling that this is a step-by-step process. Cap is not looking to run at all. This is the thing that's killing me. Cap,
he needed to run more today.
Yes, he needed to run more last week as well. He just won't run. And I keep getting the feeling that Kelly's telling him, listen, don't worry about your run right now. I know you can run. What I want you to do is focus on finding your receivers. I got a feeling Kelly's running them through some kind of a kindergarten plan, and we're going to take you step by step because we all know you can run. Well, I want you to focus on finding your receivers. I got a feeling that's what's going on.
Yeah, you think he would develop more plays, more suited for the quarterback to run it.
That's Plan B.
He doesn't.
That's phase 2.
Yeah, it's Plan B, and especially with our lack of receiver options today. Torrey Smith wasn't in, and I thought for sure Curley would have a good game today, but he had 0 catches for 0 yards. He wasn't even in the game.
He got targeted maybe twice.
Yeah, I know. I'm not too sure if that's on us or if that's just the New England Patriots defending him the whole game. He could have at least caught one ball. You got to be kidding me.
Yeah, but you know what, Belichick. One thing Belichick is famous for, he takes away your strength. Now they may have been focused on stopping Curley because that's what Belichick does. That whatever you do well, he's going to take that away from you. So they took Curley away from us, and they played Curley when he was with the Jets.
And remember what he told you in that interview too, how he scored that one touchdown because they were all guarding Torrey Smith the last game on that one play.
Yep.
Against the Cardinals, so that kind of left him a little bit open to get that touchdown in the end zone. And without Torrey Smith today, even though he hasn't done shit, he's still he's a threat. Is still game plan for him.
He's a threat.
Yeah, he's
a
threat.
a game plan.
A threat.
Yeah. So that's
you got
what
a
it
game
is.
plan for him because he's got that athletic and talent ability still.
And he's going to outrun your defense.
He still can do shit.
Yeah, he's going to outrun your defense.
Right.
If he gets behind a defense,
that's why we brought him in to help spread out the the defense more. That's why we brought Randy Moss in that one year when we went to the Super Bowl to spread it out, and to get the other receivers more open. So, anyways, yeah, I guess back to the game. But that one touchdown to was it Edelman?
Yeah.
He kind of blew past Keith Reeser.
Yeah.
I feel like Reeser, even though he got beat pretty hard on that, he could have at least turned around and I swear I don't know who's coaching our cornerback.
They all do the same thing.
At the ball they're not looking at the ball when it comes their way. They're just looking strictly at the wide receiver, and then what do you know? They score a touchdown. It's like, come on, man! At least turn around and then try to deflect it or do something.
Yeah.
Well, they just look at him score a touchdown every time.
And at least read the receiver, and if he makes a move like he's going to catch the ball, how about a reaction? Now you can look or do something.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. And the same thing for Eric Reed when he scored that second touchdown to him. He wasn't anywhere near Edelman, and he was left wide open, and then Reed was just caught in the middle of the end zone, which way do I go? It's like, you gotta do. I don't know what it is, man.
Learning.
I don't know if they're fooling him or what, but he's gotta pick a man and then guard him.
Yeah.
He
And
left Edelman
Edelman
wide
would be the
open.
right
You know-
choice, too. Jesus.
Yeah, you know that's Brady's favorite target.
Right.
It's like, dude, come on. It's
Right.
like, I don't get it. I don't get it. And then we could have played Harris more today. I think he only had like 4 touches.
That's
right?
it. That's all he had. 4 carries.
Yeah, at least we gotta utilize him. I was happy about Carlos Hyde today. Getting
He did look
80
good.
yards or whatever. He did pretty good today. But we need to utilize our other running back, especially Harris, who has that breakaway speed, especially when you get in the open space. Throw him a screen pass. Throw him a screen or something. At least like get him going. I don't know why we don't utilize him more in like the most effective way possible. You've got to throw him some screens and just get him in the open field, because that's where he's the most deadly. Hyde is, the most deadly running over people. So that's what we should do, which we were doing today. But we weren't. I don't know why we don't bother to use Harris more when Hyde is back.
Yeah,
It works out so well when we're just strictly using Harris.
He can't get a rhythm by running one pass, one carry here, one carry there. Wait another few minutes, get another carry here. He's got, you can't get in a rhythm doing that.
I agree. I think hopefully, I agree on keeping Cap. I think we should, hopefully have him for next season. But we all know by this point that he can't do it by himself. He's not that quarterback to just
carry a team. Yeah, he's got to have weapons
all the time with his feet. He's got to. We got to provide him with some playmakers, man, on offense. And the only serious playmaker, right now is McDonald.
Yeah.
Luckily he was able to score one today, but I feel like they double team him or something. They really defenses really keep an eye on him after that.
Yeah, he's gonna. Right. He's gonna start getting more attention because I say they took Curdy out of the game today. He was never open.
Yeah.
And Curdy's always open at least once or twice. But Torrey Smith all of a sudden looks larger than him before.
Yeah, and then Belichick knows he's a good player, so that's why they kept an extra eye on him today and basically took away our only true offensive weapon besides McDonald. And we've all seen what Cap can do when he has weapons, when he has talent on the offensive side of the ball. So that's what we need to just get back on providing for him through a draft or through free agency, whatever, man. We just got to get him some weapons because, he's not going to be able to do it by himself, He's not. He's proven that he's not able to put the offense on his shoulders, on his back, and carry us to win.
I imagine at this point, the scouts have already got some names they're giving to Trent Baalke right now. They'll probably make. And I got a feeling this year the draft should be a little more successful. They're going to go for a wide receiver. They probably already know who they're going to target. You know what? I bet they've got everybody they want. The big board's probably already half full of candidates that they're going to be thinking about pulling out anyway. So weapons have got to be. That's got to be high on the list. Really high on the list because the defense.
For sure. I still say though, for the first pick in the draft, if we have that number 2, number 3 pick, even number 1, man, we got to draft that Miles Garrett kid from Texas A&M.
That's my pick.
He's just a beast, He's just like he has the potential to become a Von Miller or a J.J. Watt.
I love watching
he has
film
that
on
much
him.
athletic ability. He just stands out whenever you watch highlights or like even like games, Texas A&M games. He just stands out, man.
You feel bad for the offensive line.
Yeah, and then people say like, oh, why draft another defensive end 3 years in a row? It's like, dude, this guy has the ability to make Buckner and Armstead, hopefully Ian Williams, that much better when he's on the same line with them.
That's right.
Defense wins championships. We know that. So it's like, why not? After drafting him, by all means, all the other picks in the draft, just go offense. I would not mind that at all.
Yeah.
Just get playmakers on offense, get weapons.
Look for another inside linebacker, a talented
guys
inside
who can
linebacker.
ball out.
Yeah.
Yeah, linebacker too. Bowman, I have faith that he's going to come back, just as good. Maybe, he's getting older too, so that might affect him a little bit. But I think he'll come back and make another good comeback. But yeah, I'd say either defensive end or middle linebacker for sure. Then after that, go strictly offense. I would not be mad at that.
Yeah, that's
it.
it.
And the quarterbacks. I don't like the quarterbacks are good in this draft. What's his name's good? Watson, Kaya. I guess the Browns are looking at that North Carolina guy.
Browns.
But
every year,
yeah,
every year a quarterback.
Yeah, but I think we should draft if we are going to draft a quarterback or even get a quarterback through free agency. It should be a pocket passer. You know, we need some guy who can deliver the ball to receivers, especially in the end zone, because that's been our weakness even before Jim Harbaugh, came aboard.
Yeah.
Like we weren't even super good in the red zone when he was here. So we just need some guy who can deliver the ball and with accuracy.
Yep.
Because that's
Hey,
something
got good instincts.
Cap lacks,
Yeah. All right, Wyatt. We got to wrap it up. So I tell you what.
All right, Ronbo.
We're gonna see you next game, huh? All right.
Yeah, for sure.
All right.
I think we have a chance to beat the Dolphins, man. For sure.
Well, I'm really worried about that, but yeah, I hope so. I mean, sure would feel good.
He might tear us up, but I think we got a pretty good shot at beating him. I hope we do.
Maybe, but they're made exactly perfect to beat us up. That's the thing. They've got all the right people, or they're all the right weapons to just destroy the 49ers. So we'll see. All right, guys.
Yeah. All right, man.
All right. Thanks, Wyatt. Talk to you later, buddy. All right. Tony. Okay.
Yo.
Yeah, Tony. Well, Tony, what else you want to add before we say goodnight?
No, I think Chip is our coach. I think we can win with him. I just don't think. I mean, people are looking at this season in a vacuum, and I don't think that's the right way to look at it. We're a young team, and it's a new coaching staff, and I thought 10-6 was pretty unrealistic when I was hearing it from a lot of people, but I think we're going to be better. We're building for the future. Now, I don't know if the front office is competent. What they've shown us in the past isn't as good. But as much as we hate Trent Baalke, he can't help that Aldon Smith has his problems, and he can't help it when Chris Borland retires. So
good points.
And Ian Williams gets his ankles chopped off, and all that crazy stuff. And so it's just it's like I mentioned I think a couple days back on Red and Gold was he has a hard time evaluating offensive talent, and it's blatantly obvious whether it's Marcus Martin or AJ Jenkins. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So that's his biggest deficiency. But I think moving forward, I think we can win. I'm not sure if I'd take a quarterback high. I think I kind of agree with everybody that's saying don't take a quarterback high. But you know what? Why not take more than one quarterback? You don't see that enough. I mean, look at Dak Prescott. I mean,
are you talking about in the draft? Taking more than one quarterback in the draft this year? Huh? That's interesting.
Taking more than one. Yeah, I mean, look at RG3 and Kirk Cousins. They both came out of the same draft, and you get two good quarterbacks, or potentially good quarterbacks that might, be something. So, stack the deck in your favor. Sometimes you gotta, Baalke loves stacking ACL picks. Stack quarterback.
Oh, Trent and those carry. Yeah, no, it's I don't know that. What round would you be doing something like that though?
Well, that's the thing is, Trent isn't good at evaluating quarterbacks either.
Yeah, well,
So what do you do?
I mean, you look at when you say that though, it reminds you of the Jets. Last year they pick up Hackenberg. I was trying to figure out the Jets had Geno Smith. They had another project. I forget what his name was. Well, I was wondering why would the Jets pick up another quarterback? I guess they didn't have any other needs. At least they didn't think they did. Well, that was very interesting. Now you've got the 49ers want a quarterback that you actually call the Jets and give up one of their guys, just to have an extra quarterback. So I said, it's really strange. Geno got hurt. He goes down, so I guess it's starting to work out. Fitzpatrick's back in, I guess. There's another mess, the New York Jets. So, you got to be careful about these things.
I think the quarterback now is Bryce Petty. But, I
Is
don't
Bryce finally on the field?
Yeah.
Fitzpatrick.
I think they had a bye this week.
Did you hear Fitzpatrick, though, after 2 weeks ago? I think Fitzpatrick got into the game after Geno got hurt. And Fitzpatrick said, man, it's the right move to make, too. I said, did Fitz say that? What is going on in New York? They've got a real issue with quarterbacks here, I guess. And Bryce Petty's the guy I was trying to think of. And Hackenberg is still in the hole, too. So, I need to get maybe 2 more quarterbacks. But the thing is, we got Thaddeus Lewis. I don't know about what they're going to do with Ponder. And then you got Cap and Gabbard, I'm sure. So we got 4 quarterbacks potentially right now. So if you're going to draft in the quarterback, you better hope somebody's leaving. So it gets a little crazy.
Well, I think Cap is gonna.
Everybody seems so certain about that. I'm not. I don't think he's going to leave Chip Kelly. I really wonder about that.
Rob, I think you're right, Ronbo, because I think he does have some suitors, but that's the argument mainly everybody has is does who will take him, and I think you said it. But we just brought it up. If you think about it, how quarterback heavy the Jets have been going in the draft, why would they sign Kaepernick? I mean, you don't even know what you have in Hackenberg yet.
Yeah.
So, I don't think the Bears will take him because Mike Ditka would probably raise a shitstorm. He doesn't like Cap.
Oh, I forgot about that. That's right, huh? Ditka thinks Cap is the most un-American guy on the planet. Yeah, forgot about him. Ditka's very loud about that.
I think maybe he will end up going to the Broncos. Maybe. I don't know. And let's see, Browns. Maybe. I don't know. I'm not sure if he wants to go there. And then I think there was one more team I think that I could see taking him. But it's I think there's a chance that he just says, you know what? I've dealt with Trent Baalke. I've dealt with Jed York, and I can do it again. And I want to be here. You know what I mean?
Yeah. All he has to do is progress where he's doing right now. Just keep progressing, and Trent will have the legs cut out from under him with both Jed and Chip Kelly, most likely. Because they're going to speak to Trent. Trent, listen, don't cause a problem here. We need to get him back here. If we can get him back for X amount of dollars, we'll be getting a bargain. I've got him right where I want him, and we can progress and we can go forward. I got a feeling Kelly does like Kaepernick like that. I really think he does. And that's why I think he's got him on a step-by-step program, because Cap intentionally looks like he's not going to run. That's not Cap. That's why I think soon, when Kelly's satisfied with his ability to find his receivers, then he's going to cut Cap completely loose in this program. Kelly can't reveal this to anybody, but I got a feeling that's what's going on. It's very interesting.
Remember when Steve Young would always run first, and then Bill Walsh tied his shoes together?
Yeah, I know. That's right.
He did that. People forget he did that, and it's a possibility. So, hey, whatever works.
Tony, let's get into this on Red and Gold Radio next week. This is gonna be a fun thing to talk about. The theme of the week may be what are we gonna do, or what's gonna happen to Cap. All right, that's because we're out of time now. That's got to be the thing. What about Cap? What do you think's gonna happen? All right, Tony. Let me see you. Let me see what tomorrow. Tomorrow's Monday. Yeah, okay. All right.
Peace.
All right, Tony. Have a good night, buddy. Let's get to Paul real quick. Is that Paul? Yeah, Paul's our last call here. Yeah, Paul.
Hey, Ronbo. How you doing tonight?
I'm okay because I'm used to this. It's like you keep getting a what is it when you inoculation? If you get something to do, what is that shot to immunity? Yeah. If you get immune shots all the time, pretty soon you get used to. There's no disease that can attack you. So losing is not a disease anymore.
I agree with you. I know you're getting ready to wrap up, so I can keep it long. I'll just say quick that I think, sometimes when you lose, you actually win. And to see them fight the way they fought today, and, it was a win in my books. We're going to continue to get better, and I'm going to continue to look forward to next year. And with that being said, really quick, I just want to get out there, too, about this, the Kaepernick thing, which is actually what I wanted to address with you. Mm-hmm. I'm hearing from a lot of people I actually talked to somebody who's really good friends with somebody in office, and he had said that the Kaepernick thing, he really feels like it's an issue with the office. It's about the whole restructuring his contract, not allowing him to get on the field until they did so. And that is the one thing what makes me feel that he's going to walk.
Yeah, that probably did piss him off. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's what's going to do it. And the fact, and I'm sorry, but I think he is an elite quarterback. He's still one of the best in the league, and I feel that he deserves to be paid according. And I feel like somebody is going to give him the money. And like the guy just said, Denver, I can see Denver being one of those teams. And if not Denver, then definitely another contender. But if, like I said, I want Kaepernick, but if he does decide to leave, then I want to see, I don't agree with having a quarterback who sits in the pocket. I really enjoyed having a scrambler, a dual threat guy, and I feel that Deshaun Kaiser from Notre Dame is that guy. And I know we have 3 already. I don't see Kaiser coming in and starting, but I do see him coming in and learning the system and possibly getting in there after. I mean, again, this is all assumptions if Cap does leave. But if Cap leaves, then Gabbert, maybe Gabbert and this guy Kaiser. I'm not sure if you follow too much college. I don't.
No, I've heard about Kaiser.
Notre Dame fan.
Kaiser's in a lot of mock drafts already for the 49ers. They've already picked him.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I haven't even noticed.
Yeah, Kaiser's
that's
man.
Great. I mean, if we go quarterback again, you know, I really hope that it doesn't linger. And if Cap does leave, I hope he does it like soon, then sooner than later, because I don't want a draft. You know, if we go elsewhere, and then all of a sudden he's not in the 49ers uniform. So that's, I don't know how I forget. Is it the draft before free agency, or is it vice versa?
You know, Paul, on that matter, I got a feeling that the 49ers. What we hadn't thought about is, what if the 49ers don't want Cap back next year? Now, I don't know if they're going to overrule Chip Kelly, because I know he wants Cap back. But what if Trent just says, I've got a better idea. We're going to pick up Kaiser. We're going to let Ponder and Gabbert fight it out. And Thaddeus Lewis is also available. And we'll just bring this kid along, and we're going to have to run our risk on that.
Absolutely. I agree. You're right.
That's a possibility too that nobody's thinking. Everybody's thinking it's in Cap's court. It may not even be in Cap's court. It could, because the 49ers also left it. They left it for their option to also say goodbye to Cap as well. So this is going to be a real drama coming to the end of the season. I can't imagine.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Absolutely. You're 100% right.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the truth. He might want to stay. He might flat out, like you said, him and Chip Kelly, they're hitting it off. And I think Chip Kelly's system is built for Kaepernick. If for anybody, it's for Kaepernick. And I think Kaepernick look how great he's playing. I mean, look how good he's doing in this system. I mean, he's still going to get some strength back in the offseason. He's going to put on some more of that muscle.
Yep.
Look at the bullets that this man can let off on the run. It's amazing.
Throwing off across his body and everything. Exactly. That pass he connected with today.
Amazing.
So what's that new kid's name that he hit today with a pass?
Yes, number 14. I couldn't believe he started over Streeter too. I know who you're talking about.
Yeah. Threw across
14, but yeah.
Yeah, threw across his body and hit him perfectly. He says, "Wow,
beautiful." Yeah, and like I said, with that being said, if the whole thing too, like I didn't know this about Harbaugh on why the whole thing was when he left, but I heard that management, it was what Harbaugh was wanting to change things. Like he wanted like things to come down in the rafters. Like he wanted people's jerseys to come down. He wanted to do like so much with like changing things off the field. And that's when the management was just like, that's it. We're done with you.
Is that
right?
right?
And whatever it came out to be in the media. Yeah, I couldn't believe that. I didn't know that when I heard it. And
that's interesting.
I said, wow, that's something else. Yeah, they said, oh yeah, in the facilities, he's looking to take down things from the walls, and he wants the banners removed, and he wants this done over here and that done over there. And management was just like, no, like this is our team. We're the owners. This is how we want it, and if you don't like it, you can walk. And he left. So
Paul, please tell me. There's got to be more to it than that. Yeah, but the funny thing is, Jed went through and cleaned out all the paraphernalia that had any connection with Jim Harbaugh whatsoever and threw it in the garbage. It's pretty funny. He went through our Levi's and cleaned everything out. Any trace of Jim Harbaugh has been removed from the San Francisco 49ers. I guess they both had a thing about modeling shop. And if that's true, they both need to grow the hell up. That's ridiculous.
Absolutely.
God.
Absolutely. Grow up. Like, what the hell? Like, really, this is so childish, but that's what it was. I mean, I'm like you said, there's definitely way more to it than just that.
Yeah.
You know, who knows?
That's just one of the things.
Right. But now that could be the same thing for Kaepernick, too. It could be the front office. Like you said, this is totally out of Kaepernick's hands at the end of the day. You know, do the 49ers want to re-sign him? And are they willing to pay him what he's worth? And I don't think that the 49ers management is going to give Kaepernick a good enough contract. I don't see it. You know, and then like who's to hate Kaepernick for wanting to get out? I mean, you know.
Well, you know what the thing is.
I know you get ready to wrap up, but definitely this is you know a topic that maybe we can.
No, it could be a cap way next week because I'm thinking, man, you know, there's a lot of things to talk about cap, and you know, market price now for a quarterback. I think the lowest he can get is about 18 or 19,000 or 19 million now a year. So, I said, because what's his name? The Washington Redskins are paying. What's his name? You like this? What's his name again?
Washington. Yeah, but Cousins.
Cousins.
RG3's in Cleveland, but Cousins. Right.
Yeah, see, that's the thing with Cousins. Cousins knows. Cousins was delighted because if you have to play market price, Cousins says, "Well, fine. If they want to tag me, they're gonna have to pay me $24 million next year." Because Kirk knows he's not worth the $24 million. Kirk will not be in Washington next year. I guarantee you that. They're not going to tag him twice.
And you know, and Andrew Luck, man, did he set the bar high? You know, it's like quarterbacks are going to get that money. And I really feel like Kaepernick is still one of the elite.
Yeah.
You know, I don't care what he last season and he lost his job and everything. He is an elite quarterback and he will be paid according. Somebody will give it to him.
And they don't have
now, whether they're all, you know, well, he kneeled for the anthem, so he's not coming to play for us. I mean, that could play a part, but you know what? Somebody's not going to give a shit what he kneels for. You know, they just want to win football games.
Mm-hmm. All right, Paul. Gonna have to say, let's go ahead and get on red and gold, man. Let's run this some more later, all right?
You got it, brother. I will talk. Hopefully, I can get on and I'll talk to you tomorrow.
All right, buddy. Bye-bye.
Have a good night.
Thank you. All right, that's. Well, I tell you what, Kaepernick's. You know what? It's too early to talk a whole lot about cap situation, though, because it's too early in the season. But man, the drama is starting to build. You gotta feel like when it comes in the season, is Cap gonna say goodbye? You guys gave me shit about my contract. You wouldn't even let me on the field until you got things where you wanted them. Fuck you, I'm leaving. Or Trent Baalke will say, I think what we want to do is we want to move forward now, and I think we've had about enough of Colin Kaepernick. It's not going anywhere, and we've got some changes we want to make that are not going to involve. You know, it's just going to go on, and Trent's going to go on. But anyway, you know, let me take a quick look at this. Some things that are being said here. See, because I never get a chance to read you guys when you're on this part of the show. Mr. Ed Mitchell, my man said some be God spray for him. And man, that is so true. We need to get rid of that negativity, and we need to start thinking in a positive way of how we can fix this team instead of always trying to fix things again. You know what? That's got a lot to do with the mindset of the 49ers going forward too. What are they going to try to fix? What are they going to try to maintain? Are they going to try to move in another direction? Mr. Ronbo doing big things. He's bringing other fans. We read that earlier, didn't we? Let's see. Rest in peace. Tony Romo's not wanted by. Okay. Oh yeah, Mr. Mitchell says, I appreciate your show because you give us a chance to vent our frustrations and wants. It's the same things that I got too. You know. So you know what, guys? I guess I got to wrap up here because Kevin Bennett puts in the 49ers suck, but we're trying. We're sort of picking random shots out here. Mr. Driver earlier was pretty funny. Ronbo, I just want to say, like earlier, try to do more of those interviews with the players of our team. It's a good thing for us fans and them to understand and relate to what's going on in the field. That's a good point. I try to make that clear to them too, and to make a connection with a different fan than you would be on a network radio station or television show, because you're talking to a different audience. So this is up close and personal. That's exactly how I approach them too. Anyway, tell you what, let me go ahead and say goodbye and look for you on Red Gold Radio tomorrow. So have a good old night. Oh, by the way, think nasty thoughts about the Raiders so they can lose on Monday night.